And now let's discuss that and more with Interior Under. And now let's discuss that and more with Interior Undersecretary Donnie.
So this is Filipino TV, guys. So as you guys know, Vitaly got arrested. So they did this shit here, man. Bro, it's not good, man. As you guys know, the president of the Philippines made a statement on this shit. And they're going to do everything in their power to try to make an example of Vitaly. You guys know, I like Vitaly. Vitaly's a friend. I know some of y'all make fun of me and say, Myron, no, you defend your friend, bro. He's an idiot. You shouldn't have done that. Cool. Okay, made a mistake, bro. He made a mistake, man. I truly hope he gets a second chance, man. But they're going to try to make an example out of him. And it's honestly because of Johnny Somali. Johnny Somali fucked it up for everybody.
Puno, who joins us now live here in the studio this Tuesday.
I know you guys are going to put L in the chat, Myron. Oh, you know, Vitaly, I hate Vitaly. Look, man, I like Vitaly, bro. I really do. I hope you can get out of this situation, man. But it's not looking good, bro. It's really not looking good.
Morning. Good morning to you, Yusek, and thank you for joining us here on Morning Matters.
Good morning, Pauline. Thank you for having me.
It's a Holy Week, but here you are, still working.
Yes.
No rest for...
Government employees don't get breaks.
And this is your first live interview,
yes,
I heard.
Yes, it is.
And we have so many topics to discuss today, Yusek. Let's start off with that Russian vlogger who made quite the headlines for his content.
Yeah.
I mean, you even have the president commenting, expressing his dismay that should not be tolerated. Give us an update, Yusek. What's the latest on the investigation, the charges on this Russian blogger?
So briefly, what happened last week, DILG Secretary John Vic Remulla called for a press conference to present the Russian vlogger, Vitaly Starovetsky, to the media. And this was based on a blotter that was filed in Taguig, where Vitaly, based on the report, committed disruptive and inappropriate acts, to quote the report.
Who filed the blotter?
Yeah, and they were not happy. Just so you guys know, they were really not happy with him doing this shit that he did in the press conference. Like, obviously, they looked at it like, okay, he was trying to make jokes, he was trying to say things, whatever. And again, in Asian countries like this is looked at as like major disrespect. But, you know, I explained this kind of to you guys before, but high-trust countries have a big problem with, like, nuisance streamers. And guys like Johnny Somali fucked it up for everybody, man.
Some victims in Taguig. So I'm sure you've seen...
themselves.
Yes, I'm sure you've seen the videos. You know, he was caught harassing a Filipina. He tried grabbing the cap of a security guard, as you can...
Try to grab a gun and shit like that. Oh, guys, by the way, we got... 1,100 likes. Guys, let's get to 2,000 inches. Let's get to 2,000 likes. Right? Streaming on a Sunday for you guys. We're going to do a nice long stream for you guys as well because you guys know I'm not going to be streaming tomorrow because I'm going to be traveling. But we're going to give you guys some heat on Tuesday. We're going to do 2 streams on Tuesday. One at 11:30. I'm going to be debating some college students. Better than Charlie Kirk, of course. Guys, should I bring a copy of the book? Should I bring a copy of Top H's book to the college campus? What do you guys think? Should I do that? Put it there on the side as I'm debating them? Along with my other book, Why Women Deserve Less?
See there. And then there were other acts that he committed in...
Let's get to 2,000 likes, ninjas. 1,100 likes right now. We got 2,800 you guys watching, and then another... Well, we got like almost 10,000 y'all in here, bro. Let's go. Let's go. We got like 7,000 you guys in here right now, roughly. Well, like 6'8", 6'9". So, like the video, guys.
In Boracay. You know, this guy has been around. He's been doing this since 2012 all over the world. He's been in the States, he's been to Brazil, Egypt.
Oh, shit, this guy literally was studying him, bro.
The UK, doing this sort of thing. Now, Secretary John Vic has said he violated our laws and he disrespected Filipinos. You know, Filipinos we are friendly people, we are hospitable people. But this guy took advantage of us. And ang malas niya, you know, if other countries merely deported him, ang malas niya ngayon, you know, his tough luck is that we have Secretary Remulla saying now that we're not going to let him off easy. So he will not be deported. He will stand trial here. He will face the charges here. And hopefully he will be jailed here.
So where is Vitaly right now?
Vitaly is currently detained at the Bureau of Immigration's detention center in Camp Bagong Diwa.
Okay.
And he will await trial there.
And what charges specifically will be filed against?
There are several charges that he's already facing. There are several counts of unjust vexation. There's theft, attempted robbery, even I think is one of the...
Oh my God. God, attempted robbery? Oh, probably because he picked up the fan.
Cases that he's facing.
And the mask. He took like a vendor mask as well. You know who covered this shit?
He will...
What's this dude's name? He's a fucking wokey, but he covered quite a bit of this. Tazi? Is that his name? I don't even know how to pronounce it properly. Yeah, all this guy does now is makes videos on YouTubers going to jail and doing shit.
This IRL streamer is now reportedly facing...
He got 5 million views on fucking Johnny Somali. Let's see here.
Worse for the absolute moron of an Kane, who's a Filipino and actually is currently wanted, but this is the guy who filmed him while he was being an absolute moron. Quite the video today, but let's start with the president. So on April 14th, President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. sat down and reacted to Vitaly's live stream. And here
That's crazy, bro, that the president...
he had quite a few things to say about Vitaly.
Give me your scooter now. No. Give me your scooter now. Give me right. No. Yes, you're gonna take it right.
Oh, bro. I didn't even see that clip.
Isa pa nating nakita ngayong linggo, yung kagalit-galit na pinanggagawa ng isang foreign vlogger sa ating mga kababayan.
I'm gonna rob you.
Pero man ito o hindi, sino naman Pilipino ang hindi kukulo ang dugo sa napapanood natin?
Bro, dude's in the office in his like, you know,
in the inquest that was conducted, he admitted to it. In the presence of his counsel, he admitted to doing those acts.
So that's not good. He admitted to doing it. I mean, granted, they have it on video, but he admitted it as well, man.
So, like I said, Secretary John Vic wants him to stand trial here, and he'll face the consequences here.
But can he argue that it was all for content? I mean, for social media, yeah.
He can argue it all he wants, right? But the bottom line is he violated laws. He committed acts against Filipino citizens, which is against our laws. So he can argue it all he wants. He can take it to court.
So, Yusek, I mean, what message is the DILG trying to send here to foreigners who come to the Philippines to make content and, I guess, also disrupt the lives of Filipinos while they're here?
You know, creating content such as Vitaly's, he can go about doing that all he wants. But, it was in an editorial in Manila Times the other day. And they were saying, while arguments rage about regulating content and such, let's not forget that there are already existing laws that people need to follow. And he tried creating his content at the expense of the Filipinos, making them look like fools. That's what Secretary John Vic didn't like. So we'll await the trial and we'll see what happens.
You know what I found quite interesting also, Yusek, during this particular press conference that we were showing earlier, the demeanor also of Vitaly, right?
Yeah, he was rude. The whole time the secretary was talking to the media, he was in the back, he was saying things, he was mumbling aloud.
Yeah.
He was disruptive. His behavior is totally disruptive.
And they're going to look at that. See, like, in these Asian countries, man, like being loud or being disruptive or whatever, it's a big fucking deal to them, chat. Like this whole like, being loud and obnoxious shit that like, for example, like that black women do. Bro, they don't tolerate that shit in certain countries, bro. There was a woman that got arrested in Dubai for this, bro. Like these high trust countries do not accept that shit, man. Some like black chick out of Houston got arrested for being too loud. Like niggas go to jail for that.
So he wasn't apologetic.
He was not.
And here's the thing: he's Russian. He's not American. So he's gonna have to go through the Russian consulate, man.
Apologetic at all.
Okay.
Good thing for him that the secretary was able to control his temper. Hindi siya pinatulan ni secretary. But really, he was even at the press conference. He was very in the presence of PNP personnel. In the presence of our secretary, he acted that way.
So I guess the question right now, Yusek, is the DILG doing anything, or does the DILG plan to do anything to curb the misuse of these kinds of behavior on social media? And
yeah, the fact that they got this all on video and he admitted to it with his lawyer, man.
Potentially harm Filipinos.
And the other thing too is like I don't think the American government can do much, bro. And this could potentially affect his like green card status here.
You know, we've had several discussions over the past couple of weeks with PCO Secretary Jay Ruiz and the DICT Secretary Henry Aguda. And this has to be an effort between the three departments. And I think we're headed in that direction. This is all in line with the President's order to go after fake news. You know, fake news, disinformation, misinformation, all of this content on social media that's wreaking havoc already online. There has to be a way to regulate this. PCO Secretary Jay Ruiz said that he has met.
And what I estimate, guys, is they're going to, these Asian governments are going to call for streamers that do this kind of content to be banned. So get ready. There's going to be probably guidelines coming out soon where if you do this shit, you're going to get banned. Even on platforms like Kick, bro. They're going to get rid of it. I mean, they banned Vitaly after this. Kick banned them. Yeah, like they're going to ban people for doing this type of shit, bro. Because the governments are going to put pressure, and they're going to want it where it's like, yo, if you do this shit, you get banned. So people aren't going to be incentivized to do this kind of content no more. You're going to have to go to like basically party to do this shit.
With representatives of the content of the platforms, of the various platforms, to get them to cooperate in terms of just monitoring what kind of content is out there.
But just to follow up also, Yusek, just to make sure that this is being done lawfully and with due process. He's Russian. What if the Russian government asks to...
Oh, yes, good point from Doge Trollster. The Philippines are in the middle of a major election year. They're being hard on Vitaly for votes. He picked literally the worst year to do this at the Philippines. Yes. Thank you for mentioning that, Doge Trollster. Thank you so much for that. I was going to mention that too. Yes, guys, it's an election year. Why do you think the president mentioned this? Right? They're going to go after Vitaly even harder, because it's an election year, bro. Dude, Bro, I just want to, like, grab whoever the fuck was around him and, like, ring him. Like, what the fuck are you guys thinking, dude? Like, literally, bro, they're going to do everything in their power to make this even worse because it's an election year and they want to get votes, man. So they're going to look at it like, oh, yeah, look, we're taking out these tourists. We're taking out tourists that come here to get women. We're taking out tourists that come here to create problems with streams. We're getting rid of problematic Western tourists that think they can come here and bully you guys because you guys are Filipinos and they're Westerners. They think they're better than you. We're going to get rid of all these guys. And that's what they're going to do here, unfortunately. Yeah, I was researching this this morning when I woke up, and yeah, it's an election year in the Philippines, bro, which is not fucking good, man, at all. Shit, man. Where can I get a copy of Big H's book? I've looked online, but all I can find are English interpretation reactions. The one I got, bro, is rare. I ain't gonna lie. It's the this is the Ford translation. This one that I got. You should break down why them boys deserve less into 7 parts, bro. Myron, YouTube muted me completely on your channel here. I didn't mute you. Even when you guys talk shit, I don't mute y'all, man.
Let Vitaly face the charges instead in their jurisdiction.
I literally let you guys talk shit in the chat. I see some idiot in here with like a Diddy meme talking shit. Like, I'll let y'all talk your shit, man.
He broke our laws.
Okay.
He broke our laws. He broke Philippine laws here in our country. So he has to stand trial here.
That was a stupid question from that girl. Oh, yeah, send them to what? What the fuck did she ask?
What if that this is being done lawfully and with due process? He's Russian. What if the Russian government asks to, let Vitaly face the charges instead in their jurisdiction?
That was a stupid question. Bro, they be hiring bimbos for anything, bro. Holy, even in the Philippines, man. What an airhead question.
He broke our laws.
Okay.
He broke our laws.
Dumb bitch. Yeah, nigga broke the laws of the Philippines. Fuck the fuck.
He broke Philippine laws here in our country. So he has to stand trial here.
All right, well,
yeah, they clearly hired her. She's fucking somebody.
I did say we will be discussing a lot of topics today, so let's shelf that already.
Sure.
One of the exciting projects that the DILG has is this harmonized infrastructure audit tool. So this will assess the integrity of buildings, and we're talking about this because ever since that that deadly earthquake that hit Myanmar and Thailand recently, killed thousands of people, unfortunately.
All right, so that covers that part. we went over this video already before. Andrew Schultz is a bitch. Okay. Now, Vitaly's, I guess, guys are on the run as well. This comes from my guy, Legal Minds, as you guys know. This is Andrew.
This is a update coming to you.
Him and this Atazi guy, I've been on top of when it comes to the Johnny Somali and Vitaly stuff. I watch their channel to kind of keep up because I do want Vitaly to win and I want Vitaly to get out of this, man. I'm probably the only person that's like, I guess, positively reporting on this shit, or has some hope because I really do want. I'm keeping up with it because I want Vitaly to get out. But man, bro, fuck, man. I haven't watched the video yet, but I understand that this guy was involved in the situation.
During the middle of the day, when a time when most people are sleeping in the U.S. and out there doing stuff in Asia. But I wanted to bring it to you because we have news that Vitaly, while Vitaly himself is in jail, his criminal henchman, his local thug, is on the run. We're going to talk today about Vitaly's crimes and how his criminal accomplice can be culpable for those crimes. In fact, some of those crimes he specifically violated himself through his actions. So, as you may or may not know, Vitaly was locked up after a criminal.
And I think they're taught. I think it's this pink-haired fucking guy right here. Let me see.
He decided to fly out to the Philippines and join forces with another kick streamer by name of Sly Kane, who's a Filipino and actually
Never heard of this guy before. Have you guys known the Sly King? You guys, who the fuck is this guy? What kind of content does this dude make? Chat, let me know. What kind of content does this guy make? Is he a nuisance streamer too? Is that his genre? I'm assuming it's got to be.
is currently wanted, but this is the guy who filmed him while he was being an absolute moron in the Philippines. And these actions range from stealing motorcycles to crashing a tuk-tuk, threatening to rob a woman, stealing multiple security guards' hats, stealing an industrial fan from a restaurant, stealing a red light mask from a vendor, and
That might be why they're saying robbery.
harassing dozens of people. And actually, now there's more things that came to light. So more charges will be added shortly because you know the thing about these IRL streamers is they live stream themselves committing all these felonies.
And he did admit it with his attorney there too, so I don't know what.
spree,
All right,
both
let's see who the henchmen are.
in Boracay and across Manila, culminating in a series of crimes across Bonifacio Global City, BGC, as it's called, and I'll shorthand it here, a place where I used to live for a couple months. That was resulting in him being locked up, being detained. He is awaiting prosecution. They are not going to deport Vitaly. He is going to stay within a Filipino jail until he gets his trial, which could be 2 to 3 years. And then
And this is 100% political. Now that we know that it's an election year, that's a big. Because honestly, guys, if this was an election year, maybe he would have been able to make a fight to get out, right? But since it's an election year and they want to send a message home,
his sentence,
I
which
mean,
is
bro, the president fucking reacted to this shit, man.
expected to be somewhere between 5 years to maybe 10 years. So we're looking at,
They're saying that he's gonna spend at least 2 years just waiting to go to trial, bro.
could be 20.
Just waiting.
But most people have predicted somewhere between 5 and 10 is a reasonable amount of time that he might catch from those charges. Now, that said, while Vitaly is behind bars, and we are all happy about that here on this channel. In fact, if you like Vitaly being behind bars, smash that like button. But
JTK says you could pick up a copy of My Struggle by Triple H at the bookstore in Vatican City, but they only have special edition hardcover copies, printed/bound in Aramaic.
his criminal
See what you did there, sir.
accomplices, his local people that helped him, are the reason why he was able to do what he did. Without those people enabling him and showing him where to go, telling him the places to go, directing him, and most importantly, holding the camera, many of these crimes wouldn't be committed. In fact, some of these crimes, such as videotaping people without permission or videotaping in a certain area that he wasn't allowed to videotape in, those things were directly culpable on the cameraman, on the person who was holding that camera, who is a local by the name of Christopher P. Dantes, aka Sly Kane, as he goes by online, and he is still on.
Chat, who is this Sly Kane guys, man? Chat, is this guy? Let me Google this nigga, bro. I'd never heard of him before in my life, but this guy, Sly Kane. I just put streamer. I probably spelled it wrong. Okay, this is him. Last time he was live, 20 hours ago. What the fuck? This nigga still out? Bruh. Little was on 20 hours ago. Is this guy on YouTube? Sly Kane. All right, let me look here. Okay, this is where it was. Okay. 40K. When was the last time this was on? 3 days ago, he dropped this video. Vibing at Maya's little private resort with the familia. I have no idea what this guy does. Okay, so he's an IRL streamer. This is a lifestyle entertainment channel managed by hip-hop artist like Kane. Okay, he's a rapper. Features music videos, travel vlogs, IRL kick streams, lyrics, song covers. Okay. That's what he is. Okay. He's like a Filipino little pump, it looks like.